Hello everyone, Ito here and welcome back to another week of this Minecraft series. And this week we are doing more progress into the temple here. As you can see, I got these under roofs, which just kind of I'm not going to show you that yet, but also we are going to be working on the walls of the temple. So we need to add the entrance gate, we need to add the under roof here, which I kind of got the concept and got almost done. But also we need to do the walls and we need to keep up our pace or increase like our pace inside of the vault because the last week we kind of didn't run too much vaults and I want to reach level 75 because on 75 I'm going to be able to unlock bartering, and with this I'm going to get the discounts on the vendor doors because they got like useful stuff besides the gear that I'm not buying yet. So yeah, that's kind of pretty much the goal. Let's go now for the upgrades right now. Starting here where we got some more improvements on the card part. So as you can see here with the card, we changed the block from the diorite to the calcite. I think it goes really well because now you can see like the textures are connected, calcite there, calcite here. But also on this side it's like diorite more here, diorite there, so I think it's kind of cool. And also we added these iron buttons from Quark, which don't provide utility besides being super long, but provides like these calcite pebbles, which I believe is really cool. So please, can we have this, Mojang? Can we have like white pebbles? Can we have pebbles actually? I think it's going to be super cool. I talk about this a lot on streams, how to improve the game in terms of a design perspective, and I think this is just a small but really cool addition. So probably on my single player world we're going to add something like this in the future. But yeah, we have this with the card, and then I just want you to pay attention to the door entrance, because this is what I want to focus now. Mainly because, yeah, as I said before, I recorded in the middle of the week and we did a lot of progress on 2 streams, so probably I should have recorded this after the first stream, but, you know, I was tired, we did a lot of progress, and I made that door 3 times, so, yeah, it was too much. But this is like the final design of the door right now. I don't think we are going to change it. I'm really happy with how it came to be. It's a wooden door made out of spruce. You can see it's now boarded with planks because the door was run down. And from every single angle, you are going to see like the door is just a big kind of a solid piece of wood. But in reality, this is a little bit like a rundown door, and you can cram yourself even passing through the boarding plan, which I believe is really cool because it's kind of feeling you like, oh, you need to crouch down under the rundown fence or something. If you did that when you were a child, kind of, you know what I mean. And yeah, from the inner part, it's nothing fancy, just more kind of a cover from a spruce. But I really like how it came to be. I think it's giving you this idea like it's this big temple that it's actually closed off. But if you know, you can kind of sneak inside, and the monks and everyone is going to be living inside of the temple. So for the same reason, and mainly because the villagers create a lot of lag, I believe we are not going to add kind of a villagers, which was my original intention here, but we are going to have the crafts. And became just like a certain inspiration inside of the streams, because we were talking about different type of colors scheme for the walls and stuff like that, and we eventually decide to go with this one. So since the walls are so long, first off we need to separate the bottom part from the upper part, and the bottom is more like convenience because from the inner side we are actually going to be able to have access to this part. You know, this is in our eyesight here or even there if we got some kind of a ledges or whatsoever. So you need to have these up to 3 blocks tall windows if you want. So what we did is we separate with beams from the dark oak, which is a little bit like a stripped dark oak and unstripped spruce, the normal one, because I don't like the stripped ones for this. I like the brute logs. I think it looks way more natural, and it's the same thing that we did on the top part, by the way, because the spruce is on the more reddish tone than the dark oak. Actually, I can show you. Yeah, I got the stripped dark log and I got just the normal spruce. because these are the beam, but it's the same kind of a concept in vanilla. So if you got these two together, they goes well together, but in the case of the beam, it's a little bit even better because it's more like the plug. So that's the whole idea. And you can see like the dark oak, it's way more, I would say desaturated, it's way more gray, while the spruce got these like red tints. So it's better for this case because everything is red. So that's why also the spruce goes well with the mangrove wood, for example. While the dark oak goes well with other cream tones like terracottas and stuff like that. But color aside, the thing is, we wanted to have this Idona stricken base focusing on these patches of the kind of ashes that are still burning inside, and yeah, they are kind of going down from every single point like this or even like that, for example, and then also on the roof. So we got that patch and then kind of this patch here, and the roof is going to be mainly like acacia planks and red sandstone bricks smooth thingy from, I believe it from Quark. This one, red sandstone brick stairs. So the roof is going to be orange, the walls are going to be orange, and this is really cool because now you can have kind of your eyesight divided in different things. We are going to have the white on the ground from the snow, from the stairs from the temple, and also we are going to have patches of white on the roof, which are going to simulate the snow with the roof still. The roof is going to be mainly black. I think I'm going to merge black stone with deep slate pretty much. And then you got, of course, the red, which are the main kind of a structure color, red, more kind of a brownish if you want with this, and even merge it with the black. But it's going to be mainly red. And then we need a transition color here, and the most classical one is like using whitish colors, cream color, you know, the classical like paper walls and stuff like that. But I wanted to do something different, and then we came up with something that can't be yellowish because these are our ornaments for the temple, so it's going to take too much out from that, and also it's going to be a little bit boring to look from the inner part where everything is going to be yellow. And then we came out with acacia with orange blocks, so this is like the best one that we can have so far. That is not that much overbearing because the darker spots of the magma block go well with the black, and also we got some type of texture with the sandstone, which is way better than, for example, I tested with the orange wool, but it was way too colorful, so we needed something more dim. And then of course, since that is on the inner side of the block, we are going to be able to use the full extent of the block to place more decorations and stuff. So you can see it's the full block there. So that's kind of another of the things that we went for. I'm really happy with the whole concept of the walls. Now we need to do the under roof for changing pretty much everything that is blossom, or almost everything that is blossom, with the acacia stairs, and on some spot the sandstone bricks to make it a little bit more pop out. But yeah, that's like the next step, and I will show you when we probably did that too, because now I'm tired. Like 3 days of building plus streams and things, I need to rest. So yeah, I will be right back. And after a good night of rest away, we are ready for showing you actually more progress because we did more stuff. So on the inner part here, you can see like it's feeling too kind of a closed up. I don't know the right word for it. Enclosed. Yeah, enclosed, that's the word. So what I'm thinking is using our newly unlocked create mod for converting the some part of the walls with the copycat panels here into more slimmer part of the whole thing. So for example, if we want to do the same with this one, we are going to grab all of these blocks here. We are going to replace them with copycat panels just like that. And you are going to see that since kind of the whole texture of the wall is already done, it should be easily replicable. And now this doesn't feel so much overbearing without changing the whole textures on the other side. So I really like this approach This is probably what we are going to be doing now. I don't know if the whole way to the top. Probably I'm going to try to find a way, like for example this middle block, to change it with stairs. I'm just a little bit concerned that it's going to leave me like a flat line on the overall structure. So either we do that or I just make like the jump with the blocks and that's going to be it. So we need to test that out. But yeah, it's going to feel like the whole temple is going to be coming like together in this line. So it's fine that it go kind of all the way up to the top, because then you can see like we are going to close everything there, so it's not that big of a deal. Or we are just going to add copycat panels all the way to the top. I'm still not sure which way to take it, but it's probably going to be something like that. And also I need to change that block because I want to have it to look nice like that. Yeah, that's way better. So this is kind of a, oh, I need to also change that. This is what we are going for. Let's do that right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good thing that I can craft this on my own hand, like this. Blend. Let me see if we got another like block thingy here that we need to cover, changing. No, everything else is fine. So yeah, that's done. As you can see, this is my storage room. This is are going to be the drawers that we need to change the texture. That's going to be for the future. We got the automation working, by the way. I'm pretty sure I showed you this the last week. But yeah, probably from here we are pretty much done. The other thing that I want to show you. Oh, it's raining. Can I sleep for that? No. Well, let's deal with it. So the other thing is actually how this is looking. Remember that we are going to fix that top part, so it's fine. How it's going to be looking here on the back, because I really love this angle of the temple. I think it's so cool that actually I'm going to keep it, and we are going to move the Belarus basin probably from somewhere around here now, so it's going to be more farther away, but that's going to allow you to run kind of away here on the whole diagonal of the temple, and I think it's really a nice one, especially because you can see like from outside here the snow, so it's really nice. And also on this corner, which is my favorite one, you see snow, rain, you hear it. Oh, it's perfect. I really love this. So the last step that we need to do for finishing this whole concept, besides going for the decoration on the walls, is changing most of the blossom plants on the under roof from acacia and the red sandstone brick stairs, and replacing the whole blocks here with copycat panels. So probably I'm going to need way more zinc for this, because currently I got pretty much none of this. I used everything that I had. And then we are going to go for the way to go up into the next floor. So this is what we all need to do. Let me catch you up with more updates on progress at the end of the week. And after a whole week of hard work, you can see the roof is done. I got a template for what I'm going to have probably here, like a really simple decoration on the walls. But before going to all of that, I was just messing with Fiverr and Hongi, back and forth, making just kind of a trash talk and stuff, really just having fun. And they decide to retaliate against me. So they were talking in the chat like, yeah, let's go to Ito's base and kill him. And I just look out. So I started editing this kind of a video. It was like, I would say half an hour or something like that. And they were telling me over Discord like, yeah, mate, it's everything safe. We did nothing into your base, so you are free to come. And well, a long of time passed, so I said like, yeah, they are not going to be waiting like half an hour or something like that. And even realized like Hongi went to sleep, so I said, this is going to be safe, and this is what happens. Holy Oh god, I got so scared. So scared. Oh god, can't believe it. So yeah, that was really, really terrifying. Oh god, I thought for a moment that my whole base is going to explode, and in just kind of a flash of the moments, I thought maybe, just maybe, I can't outmar the game and log off before the mobs can attack me. But then I realized like nope, because of my ping and my lag, even if it's kind of a good, I still got like 150, so it's going to be enough for the mob to explode everything. So I just kind of really, really fast, just kind of accept my fate, and yeah, it was that. But hopefully, or luckily, I would say it was just a jump scare, nothing too crazy, but well done, guys. Well done. What I could say, that was really, really well done. But shenanigans aside, this week we worked really hard in the temple. And this is not the final design, but it's kind of what I got access to it right now, because it's a little bit hard to tell. But if you pay attention, you are going to realize like we got the trapdoor on this block, while on the other one we got actually the copycat panels. And this is because from the inner part we needed to have in the corner this type of array from the copycat panel, and it's the same that you need to do sometimes when you do like trapdoors array on corners and stuff like that. So yeah, we needed to be a little bit sneaky there, and this is going to happen on pretty much all the corners, like for example this one and also this other one here, and of course in the whole of this side of the wall. So we got doubles here and there and whatsoever. So that meant that we needed to come with another different style of decoration, and I believe something like this is going to be okay, you know, not like too crazy, but at the same time not too boring. So I believe it's going to be the right amount. And if then we need to do more, probably I can do something like another array of stairs, but kind of like on this angle. And if you look at this from afar, you are going to realize like it's not going to be so bad if you want to make a more decorated window. So we still got room for improvement, but this is going to be the style for now. So I wouldn't say the wall is totally finished, which was one of my goals for the week. But to be honest, I did a lot of work in the whole temple building, so infrastructure-wise, I'm really happy, especially with the roof. I love the roof. We got the acacia that I talked about today with the red brick sandstone. I forget the name. I just read this so many times and I still can't remember the proper name. But yeah, with these bricks, merge a little bit with some of the blossom, with some of the red nether bricks, and the really cool thing is the top part, this ledge, where we did with the spruce texture, but for the color on the acacia, and also with the blossom. So it's like a really cool ledge, and you can see where we talked about earlier the blob of Idona's power streaking into their own kind of a building. Probably I'm just going to change this too, to be honest. But yeah, it's kind of all the way around to the building. I believe it's really cool. Also, now I have this interior door. Yeah, this whole side is also complete, and the only difference that we made here is actually instead of having stairs all the way around and make it like properly symmetrical if you want, I came with this more flat one because I think it flows better, especially with these ornaments on the top side. I feel like it's better this way. So it's not 100% perfect in terms of the decorations, but everything is about the angle and the shape, so I really like it, and I think the temple has come together really, really well. But believe it or not, this is not everything, because I also did a little bit of something in the interior. So if we now sneak through the door, now the whole kind of a main room of the temple is closed. We got that diagonal wall. Of course, we need to decorate here, place everything into position, maybe make these slabs go up into some parts, but that's going to be for the decoration later on. But also we got now that diagonal wall, and also a sneaky ladder here that most of the time I want to have this trapdoor closed. That way you have like the full aesthetic on the room. But if you go on the top here, it's just the access to the second floor, so nothing too fancy. And I already laid the ground for the like tall tower. So if we look at this from afar, you are going to see like the tall tower is going to be emerge up on a second or maybe even a third floor over there. So that's kind of a thing, and this is our way up and down. Uh, but the cool thing about this, and this is the thing that I didn't want it to do, but it's the only one that I considered that is going to be proper here. It's a block carpentry door, a framed door. So yeah, we can go up and out. By the way, these are the things that I were pranked to. I still need to clear this out and send the eggs from the Wither and the Elder Guardian back. But I could keep the creepers and the Soglins, so that was cute. Probably I'm going to keep them as in that form. So what I did here is just close everything together, extended the slabs. You know, this part needs to be more reward because I need to assess how I'm going to close probably or make a wall here to separate, which is like the bedroom essentially with the other part of the base. But also the other thing is, as you can see, all the walls are now on the inner apartment with copycat panels, except for the storage room here. And I believe this is really cool actually. I'm even considering to change everything all the way down or something. But yeah, I love it. I think it goes really well. And from the outside, by the way, it's seamlessly. You can't even tell the difference. So it's perfect. So a lot of progress. And of course, this is the door. By the way, it's the same concept all the way to the bottom. So we also fix the floor and everything. But yeah, this has been a super productive week. It was super fun. The only thing that I'm just needing is to level up to 75. So I'm going to try to do this over the weekend because I'm a little bit exhausted from so much building. And for the next week, what we are going to do is actually going for the create mod because I already got some of the thing I bought from kind of the people in the server from when we got some. I got some of the material for starting to creating brass, and the main thing is actually I want to link these buttons to the altar. So the next step onwards are going to be using way more redstone links for stuff and starting to make the farm. So for example here we got where is my chorus fruit? Here. I got non-chorus fruit, so clearly we need to make a farm, and of course we need to make the mob farm, and we need to move the Belarus basin. So now is the time where we start going farming, producing, you know, making proper progress. So if you're interested into more shenanigans and fun, feel free to drop by on my Twitch, and we shall see you next week. So bye bye.